Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome you all to the online webinar event of Tally Prime 7.2. So myself, Prasad, Country Manager for Rwanda and Liberia. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Rupesh and team from Tally Group, our authorized partner in Liberia and Rwanda. Tally Prime 7.0 is another release from the House of Tally, which we are sure that it will delight you. Simplicity, speed, flexibility, and reliability are a trademark of Tally products. And with Tally Prime 7.2, you will experience them at the whole new level. During this session, we will cover the new features of Tally Prime 7.2, which is auto backup, SmartFind, and other minor features, along with the product demo in Tally systems. With that note, I will hand over the session to Mr. Sheikh Salman, who will take us through the Tally Prime 7.2 product functionalities. Over to you, Salman.
Thank you, Prasad. So, hello everyone, good afternoon once again. So, welcome you all for this session, which is completely on 7.0. So, we'll see the functionalities of 7.0 and what all changes, what all new features we have brought into this. So, we'll discuss on this. And if you have any kind of questions, if you have any clarifications needed, so you can post it in the chat box or Q&A box. So, we'll take it up. Fine. So let's begin. So before diving into 7.0, I would like to just take some of the delightful features of Tally Prime. So across Tally Prime, we have lot of features, but I would like to just highlight some of our features which make customers delightful. So we had a report, like whatever the report we have a functionality to save a report with the view what you are viewing. So that was the functionality we have given, that was the option which was available in Tally Prime, so that a customer can customize his report based on his filters, his options, and save that view for his future reference. And also we came up with importing data from Excel as well. Now customers can import the data from Excel into Tally, which in whichever format it is, right? And we have also come up with Tally Prime with WhatsApp, which enables you to send communications, vouchers, dashboards, reports directly to the WhatsApp number. And also we have given powerful dashboards so that a owner or an person who is using Tally have a eye view on his important data that will help in taking the business decisions. And also he don't need to switch between the reports to fetch the data separately. Everything will be available under a single report, that is dashboard. And last but not the least, it is prime banking, which was the major enhancement done in the last release 6.0. We made this accounting very simple. While importing the statement itself, a user will be able to create vouchers, and also he can do the reconciliation very smart. So these way some of the delightful features of Tally Prime which I have covered. We have more than this. So if some customers, if you are still using ERP 9 or a below version, so please upgrade to Tally Prime 7.0 today, so that you can get all these functionalities together. So now let's dive into 7.0 and see what is our agenda today. So just quick look at release 7.0 features. So the first feature we have is auto backup, which keeps your business data safe effortlessly. Then we have SmartFind, which will find it even if you barely remember it. And there are some other enhancements which will refine your for better performance. So let's go with backup first. So TallyDrive for secure cloud backup, which keeps your business data safe. So I would like to take some of the bottlenecks or some of the methods of auto backup the customers were using till today, or they are still using it. So there are some methods which we have uh, segregated here, and there are the methods are like they were using TDLs. You might have developed a TDL from a developer partner saying that the data should be backed up in such a way. So there are some TDLs, but the method of TDL will attract some cost. You have to pay something for that, and you will not get any alerts on the failure of your backups, and there will be a break for the updates and limited triggers for it. And the other method is batch file. If you are running with a batch file, the user or the person who is sitting on the system or who is operating the tally, so he should have a technical skill, and even the checks is needed manually, so he need to check everything manually. And even here we don't have any failure alerts. And if you are doing the default Windows task scheduler, so manual check is required everywhere. It The user has to verify or reschedule if there is a failure, or if anything goes wrong on, and even in this you will not get any alert on the failures. And third party applications, if you are using third party application for backup, you should pay extra cost for it. And the backup will be happen only on full, that is full version of data will be backed up. And any antivirus if you have on the system, so there will be some conflicts with the antivirus, and also if there is an update it will take a break, right? So these are the specific issues we have with specific methods. And there are some common issues like you have to take the backup full each time, no scope of incremental backup. And there should be a manual intervention to delete older backups to free up the storage. And no data compression will happen for backup files, and the process is very decentralized. And also the storage media, what we were using is we were storing it locally, and if you store locally there may be a high chance of system getting crashed, storage media getting crashed, or effect of virus. Even with the external storage, the media gets crashed, and even the viruses. If you are storing online, that is manually, the customer has to take the backup manually and paste the file on that drive folder or the map folder, so that the data can be synced online. Or if you are syncing it online using either online storage, user has to get into multi-user conflicts. If they are using multi-user, there may be some conflicts, so they should have a good internet connectivity, and they may face some data sync issues as well. So these were some of the bottlenecks what we had in auto backup. So beyond taking backup, like beyond taking a data backup, business should also need a solution that will eliminate the choice between the security, simplicity, and control. So all these has to be covered under a single solution, right? It should be simple, right? Whenever you adopt a solution, so the solution which you are adopting, it should be simple, very simple to use. And the setup what you do, it should be very minimal. It should not have a lot of steps to follow, and it should be flexible according to you, like how you work. Based on your work it has to be scheduled, and the backup style what you need has to be setted. And it should be reliable, right? So it should run independently, even it keeps you informed at any such failure alerts or any issue alerts. And also it should be scalable. So if your business is getting expanded, if the resources are getting increased, so the solution also should get expanded based on the requirement. And the most important point is it should be secured. So that solution what you take is, it should be highly secured. It should be protected with multi-layered access control, and keeping a data safe in transit and at rest. And also equally the speed should be like if the data is, if you are handling a data with a solution, the speed of the solution should be like, it should be quick, and it should be complete, and it should have a storage efficiency in that. So these were some of the uh, what we can say, these are some of the principles what we need to have along with the solutions, right, when we need to have a good business solution. So now let's see how these principles will translate into the real capabilities. So we are introducing to auto backup in TallyPrime 7.0. So these are some of the functionalities we have in auto backup in release 7.0. So let us have a look one by one. So the first functionality what we have is one-time manual backup. So even you can clearly understand that what is one-time manual backup. So if you are taking a backup one time, or if you are taking a backup manually, so that is called one-time manual backup. So let me just quickly show you in the Tally how one-time backup will happen. So this is 7.0 which I have loaded, and let me go to Alt-Y data. So here you can see a small change that we have combined the backup and restore into one now. It is backup and restore. And if you go inside this, there are some set of options. So let us go with backup first. So in backup, you have options here now. So the backup data path. So this is the major change. You can see the backup data path. Now you have something called TallyDrive here. So that is as cloud storage. So we have named it as TallyDrive for the cloud storage what you are using. So the data will be stored on cloud, and it is called as TallyDrive. Even it will ask you to select the backup data path while taking a backup. So you can select whether it is a local drive or it is a Tally drive. Tally drive means it is a cloud storage. So you can select as usual how you were doing till today. You can even select the local folders if it is required, or you can go to Tally drive where you can store the data on the cloud, and you can access the data from anywhere if you have a valid license. So let me just select Tally drive, and quickly let me select any of the data. So I'll select some data and I'll take a backup of this. Yeah. So I have selected the companies, and here we have a additional security given to it, that is backup password. So here what we have made is, if you are backing up this data, so you are setting a additional security or additional authentication for this backup. So whenever user tries to restore this backup, he will be asked the password to enter. So once he enters the password, this data will be decrypted. So once you take a backup, it will be a encryption. So again, if you give a password for it, again it is a double encryption happening here. So if once you set the password, the user will not be able to restore it directly until he enters the password. Okay, so this is a second layer of security what we have added here for the backup files. So we can enable it, and once you enable it, it will ask you for the password. So let me just give a password. So make sure you have a good strong password for it. And additionally, we have also given an option to send a recovery key for your email. In case if you have forgotten the backup password, you can also have a security, or you can also have a recovery key in your mail, so that instead of backup password, you can use this recovery key and you can restore the data. So you can give any address here, email ID, valid email ID. So you can add one email ID, or you can add multiple also. So let me just add a email ID here, so that a mail will be sent to my inbox. And yes, I'm done. I'm accepting it. So make sure, if you are backing up the data on TallyDrive, so once you select TallyDrive anywhere, to access TallyDrive, you need to log in to the TallyDrive using your tally.net ID and the password. So I'm already logged in, so I'm getting this user name there. I'll just select it. Yeah. So now you can see the backup is happening. The backup is done. So whatever the data I have backed up, it will be stored on my Tally drive now. I have not backed up on the local drive. So you can also do it on your local drive as well. So this is called one-time backup. So now let us see what is scheduled backup. So we have seen how we can do a manual backup, that is one time. Now let's automate this. Instead of doing this daily or weekly or whatever interval period, let's do it as a automatic activity here. So now to schedule a backup, you need to again go to Alt-Y, backup and restore, schedule backup. So here you can see we have not scheduled any backup. This is the report where you can see how many backups you have scheduled, and it will give you all the details like what is your company name, where is the data path stored, and what was the last backup date and time, what is the status, and when is the next backup happening, and what is the frequency you have set for this backup, and what is the time. So let me just go to add schedule, and now it asks me which company you want to backup. So let me just select my company. So I'll select both the companies to backup, and I can select I can select TallyDrive or local storage here also. Like you don't need to, it is not like you have to select TallyDrive. It can be TallyDrive or your local storage, but I'm going with TallyDrive now. So you have an option to select the data path, backup data path. It can be selected as per your choice. And once you are done with the company selection, it will ask you the schedule details of this backup. So backup frequency, do you want to backup it daily? Do you want to backup the data weekly or monthly? If you select weekly, it will ask you on which day you want to backup. You can also select multiple days in a week, or if you select monthly, it will ask you on which day of the month you want to take a backup. You can select even multiple days here, and you can proceed. Now let me just go with daily, and it is asking me for the time. Now it is 3:20 p.m. in my system exactly. Let me change it to 3:22 and take a backup now. That means if you want to take a backup now, once after you save the schedule, make it as yes, or simply keep it as no. So let me do one thing. I'll take this, I'll not take this backup, I'll make it as no, and set backup password. The same what I explained in the previous thing. If you want to set the backup password, you can set it, or else you can make it as no. I'm accepting. So I have to log in as it is a TallyDrive backup. Yeah. So now you can clearly see here, it is 3:22 now. So the data backup is in progress, and you can see the status as well here. It is showing in progress, and once you refresh the report, it shows success, and you can see the date and time of the backup. So the last backup which was taken is 23rd of December, 3:22 p.m. for both the companies. It was success, and next backup will happen at 3:22. That is of the next day. What it will happen, the it will take the backup. So let me just refresh it again. Yeah. So now you can see the backup was completed, and the backup size is 91.45 KB. So this company size is actually in some MBs, 5 MB or 6 MB, but the data size, the backup size, you can see it has been compressed 5x time now here, right? So even the storage space which it takes, it also gets impacted due to this. And also you can see wherever it is, wherever the company is lying, wherever you have this data, so everything can be seen over here. And when the next backup will happen, it will also show you these details. And also there are some options in F12, like if you want this format, the report in detailed format, and if you want to filters based on value, like you want to see the report only for active schedules, pause schedules, completed schedules, and last backup status, you want it for every schedule. And backup frequency, if you want to just see the daily backups, you can select daily. If you want to see just the monthly backups, you can select monthly. So based on the configurations you do, you can just have the report here. And if you feel somewhere that yeah, the schedule is set, the next backup will take on 24th December 3:22, but still I want to take a backup now, exactly at the same point. If I want to take the backup, just select this company and click on backup now. So the backup will happen in the background. So you can see it is in progress, and the backup will happen in few seconds. So now if I refresh it, so the backup is success again. So you can see your backup is up to date. There was no change in the company data, hence no backup was taken. As I have not done any changes in the data, so there is no change in the backup size as well as the data which is getting backed up. So backup is updated. So wherever you feel that you need to take a backup immediately or now, you can take it from here also, right? So this is how we can schedule a backup. So schedule backup report and other actions. I just showed you how we have a report and how what all actions we can take. So now we can see what is incremental backup. So schedule backup we have done. Now we'll see what is incremental backup. So in addition to this schedule backup, we have one more configuration to be added here. Like if we just control enter on the schedule, whatever we have uh, schedule here, you can just control enter to edit it. So here you have an option in F12. If you go to F12, there is an option method of backup. If you enable this method of backup, you will get one more additional option, that is method of backup. Do you want to keep a full backup or you want it as a incremental? So let me just explain you what is incremental. So incremental backup, it is a method where the backup, when it happens for the first time, it will take a full backup of your data. Again, if it is backing up for the second time or the subsequent backups, what it will take. So it will take only the backups wherever you have modified or you have entered or you have made some changes. For example, I have taken the backup till yesterday and my data was till 20th of December, and today I opened my tally. I entered some transactions. I have saved it, and the next backup which happens today will take the backup of only the data which I have entered today. It will not take the entire data backup because entire backup is already backed up for the first time, and whatever is subsequent transactions you are doing or any changes in the post dated or the past transactions you do, that will get backed up and it will get added to your main backup version, right? So hope you got it. Even I can just show you as a demo here. If required, I'll just enable this incremental and number of restorable version. So this is like if you want to keep a restorable version limit of 10. So 10 versions can be shown to you at the time of restore. For example, well, some people what they'll do, they want to auto delete the versions. Like they don't want to keep all the versions, they just want to auto delete the versions, whatever it has gone in the past. For example, for 7 days or 7 backup versions, I need rest the previous backups should get automatically, it should get deleted. So I can keep 7 here. By default it is 7, but you can increase it to 366. So from 1 to 366 the range can be set here. So now it is by default 7, let it keep it as 7, and let me just save it. So now what I have done for this national enterprise, I have done a incremental backup. Now you can see the method what I have selected for is incremental. Now let me just show you how this will work, and I'll change the schedule also so that you can see the exact effect on it. Now what I'll do, I'll change the timing for it. I'll make it as 3:31 so that you can see the changes. Okay, so the next backup which is supposed to happen today is 3:31. So let me just refresh it. Three 31 p.m. Or what I'll do, I'll add one more company so that it will be clear. So let us keep the backup as it is, and I'll select one more company here. Okay, I have selected one more company, that is National Traders. So let me go to schedule backup and set a incremental backup for this. I'll add a schedule. Select national traders. I'll enable incremental backup for this. Okay, the time is 3:30 now. I'll give it as 3:34. 3:34 p.m. Give it as incremental. Take a backup now. I'll make it as S. Okay. Login. So now you can simply make a change here. What is happening now? So it will take a backup now. As soon as I save, it will take a backup. I'll show you how it affects, how the difference, what is the difference between the incremental and the full backup. So now I'll just refresh it. So the backup is success now. You can see the backup is success and the size of the backup is 205.74 KB. Okay. So this is the backup size. And now let me do one thing. I'll do some changes in this data, national traders. I'll add some transactions. Okay, I've added a couple of transactions. Now once the data gets backed up, it will back up only the data or only the changes whatever I have done. So let me go to schedule backup report now. And as I shown you, this is the size of this backup is 205.74. And if I try to backup it now, so I'm trying to back up the data now. So let's see what will be the size of the data backup now. So it is success. And now you can see it is backing up only the updated transaction data, and the size you can see the first backup size was 205.74 KB, but now the second backup size is 23.85 KB. So it is not considering the whole backup, it is only taking the backup where it is incremental. So it is called as incremental. And even if you do some changes in the past or any post dated transaction or any transaction in the back date, everything will get backed up and only those changes or only those backup will be taken and it will be added here, right? I hope this is clear for everyone how to schedule a backup and what is incremental backup. Then we'll see how we can access TallyDrive and do other actions. So let us see how TallyDrive looks like and what all actions we can take from there. So from the product, we can go to Alt Y data option to select TallyDrive, manage TallyDrive. So to manage TallyDrive, you need to log in as a tally.net user. So select the username here. And now you can see this is my TallyDrive where I have stored these many data and these are the data which has been backed up. You can see on the top, you have all your serial number details, your account ID, tally.net user ID, what is the available storage for you and what is the storage validity, right? And you can see how many companies you have backed up, who has created this backup, what is the time of backup, what is the size of backup, everything can be tracked over here, right? You have several options also which you can take, like you can download this backup from here. If you want to download this backup to the local machine, you can click on download and you can download it to your local machine. And if you want to send the recovery key which you have enabled for the backup, right, you have, while enabling the backup, there is an option to set a backup password, and in that backup password there is an option to send a recovery key to the email. So if you have set like that, if you want to resend that recovery key because you have lost the mail, you can also resend the recovery key and it will ask for the backup password here, right? So this thing you can do, and also you can apply filters based on your, like if you search for a company name, like if you're searching for traders, you will get only the companies related to traders here. So there it is nothing but it is filtering your report. And also if you want to see which all companies are enabled with the backup password, you can also see that. You can see here which all companies are protected with the backup password, and wherever it is no, that means it is not protected with the backup password, right? So this is how TallyDrive is, and you can take these many actions from the TallyDrive. And now we can see we have done a backup, we have done a schedule backup, incremental backup. Now let us go to restore backup and see what is the experience of restoring the backup. So let me just quickly go to Tally now. I'll go to Alt Y, restore, and now restore data path. Let me select some other path here now. Okay, and I want to restore it from TallyDrive. Let me select TallyDrive. So here you can see I have five total backups. So which all companies is protected by password, it is showing you that is password required, and where all your password is not enabled, it doesn't show anything here. So you can see the time as well when it has been backed up. So the latest backup which I have taken is 23rd of December 3:32. I can just click on enter on this, and as I told you that it will have a version of 7 because I have enabled incremental backup. So incremental backup will have a version. So as I have enabled 7 versions, so 7 versions will be available in this list. So based on your choice, and you can select the backup whichever is required. For example, if you select the if you select the 3:30 p.m. version, so you will be getting the data till 3:30 p.m. whatever it was. But if you select this backup 3:32 p.m., you will get the data what I have added, right? The updated data which I have backed up. So let me select the latest one and we'll see what is this, how it will show you, and whether we get the full data in this. So I have selected the backup version of 3:32 p.m. Let me make end of list, accept. So once you restore the data gets downloaded to your system locally and it will restore as a company in your folder. So let me just shut this company now, and let me open the data from where I have restored now. I'll go to select. I have selected this folder. Yeah, National Traders is available. Let me select this. Yeah. So you can see it is a full data, and you can see these two transactions also which I had entered, right? So like this, the backup of full backup will work, and also the data what you have backed up will be updated to the existing data what you had before, right? This is called incremental. And also you saw how did we restore. This is we restored from TallyDrive, but if you want to restore it from your local system, you have to just select the local drive and you can restore it. Now we'll see what is the view of TallyDrive in the portal. So we saw the TallyDrive in the Tally now. Now let's see how it looks in portal. Sometimes you may not have access to your Tally and you want to see it somewhere online. So how do you do that? Yes, it is possible. Let me just show you how it can be done on a portal. I'll just share you a screen where I can show you by logging into the portal. Yeah, I'll just log in to tallysolutions.com. Just log in with my tally.net ID. Yeah. So here you can see a new option called Tally Prime Cloud Access. So you can click on this, and here you can see Tally Drive Management. Just click on this. Here Tally Drive Storage. So here you can see what is the storage of this serial number. That is, the serial number is of Tally Prime Gold, and the total storage is 3 GB. And you can just click on this for more details. Yeah. So you can see all the backups which are available on your Tally drive is showing over here, and you can see what was the time of backup which was taken in the last, and what is the backup size. You can even sort them, and who has taken this backup, whether a admin. You can even create users. I'll come to that later. So you can see user wise, and here you have an option to delete the backups as well. If you feel that yeah, this backup is not required, you can just simply go and delete this, right? You can just delete this, so it will be deleted, right? And also you can see what is the storage which is allocated to you, and what is the available storage with you when it is going to expire, and it is aligned with the TSS validity as well, right? So if you want to backup data on TallyDrive, or if you want to access TallyDrive, everything for everything you need a valid TSS. So make sure if you have a valid TSS, TallyDrive will be accessible and TallyDrive access will be available for backup and restore. Or else if your TSS is expired, you can't use the TallyDrive management, but you can make sure you can also take a backup on your local drives as well. But as TallyDrive, we have given it as a cloud. So you have a flexibility that if you even don't have a data in your system, you can just install Tally and you can just log into your TallyDrive and download the data. So that is the main highlight of this TallyDrive, right? So this is how we can see TallyDrive portal view, and you can see what is the used space in this drive you have done. I have done only 505 KB. I have done a backup of 5 companies or 4 companies, but I have used only the space of 505 KB. So this is all about TallyDrive portal view. And so far we have seen how TallyDrive is and what is the end-to-end solution for all your backups. That is one-time backup, scheduled backup, and the report, how to manage TallyDrive, how to manage the TallyDrive portal, what are the exceptional scenarios, how to restore your backup. But now it's time to address the most crucial part, that is security, because without security any cloud backup solution is incomplete. So we'll see how we are securing a auto backup. So the main thing here is you have to keep in mind that TallyDrive will not have TallyDrive access cannot be given to any user, because once you initiate the backup of for TallyDrive, or you initiate the backup for schedule in TallyDrive, or if you restore the backup from TallyDrive, anything you do related to TallyDrive, so it will give you a option to log in, right? So once a user gets logged into that TallyDrive, then only he can access the TallyDrive. So we have given a user management in TallyDrive where a admin himself can take backup. Also, if he wants to add some users to his license, he can also add users and he can give the access to them to log into TallyDrive to take a data backup, so on, right? So let us see how do we manage users here, right? So now if I go to my user management in the control center, I can see I have 3 users here. One is standard user I have, and one owner, 2 standard users I have. And if you want to create a new user, you can also create it anytime. You can just create user. You can select what level of security you want to give it to him. You can mention his valid email ID here. And once you enable his valid, once you give the valid tally.net ID, it will ask you whether you want to enable TallyDrive backup and restore services. So once you enable this, it will ask you for which serial number you want to enable. So let me select a serial number which I want to enable, and here you can give the permissions to him, what all is required, like taking the backup of a company to TallyDrive, deleting the accessible company from TallyDrive, downloading or restoring. So based on his role, you can just allocate him the permission. And if you are not allowing him to download or restore backup, he will not be able to do that. Only he can take a backup, restore and all he can't do. But if you want to give him the access, you can click on download access. And here for downloading, for restoring also, there are some permissions like Tally client configured with any license. If suppose this user is created and we have selected him with any license, so in any license he can log into the TallyDrive and he can access the data from any license, not only the same license, from any license. Suppose if I am a user, Sheikh.Salman is a user, and I have activated my license in my system, but I'll go to Prasad and Prasad is using some different license. I can also log in from his license to my TallyDrive, right? So that also I can enable, and also Tally client in educational mode. Suppose if I'm in educational mode, I don't have a license, but still I can log into TallyDrive if I have this permission. And also scopes for restore or download, that is user scope for restore or download. All backups under the user under this license are created by current user. This means if you select all backups, then when this user logins to the TallyDrive, he will see all the backups whoever have done in this license. Let it be a admin, let it be a user, every backup he can see. But if it is not enabled, then only he can see only his backups whichever he has done. Okay. So this is how we can create a user and we can save it. So once you create a user, make sure you are enabling this permission and you are giving the permissions for the backup and restore. So once you create it, you can log in and you can access to TallyDrive. And user accessibilities, I just showed you how we can create a user and how we can give him the accessibilities. And then we have product and email notifications. So this is somewhat for every option, for every initiate you do for backup or restore in TallyDrive, you will get a notification. Suppose if you have deleted a backup, I just now deleted a backup, right, on the TallyDrive. So for that, I'll get a mail saying that a backup got deleted. So let me show you that mail, what I have got now. Yes. So now you can see here, I have got a mail saying that dear admin, company backup stored in your TallyDrive under the license has been deleted. This is the company name deleted by so and so user and which license. So everything for every initiative, whatever you do on the TallyDrive, you will get a mail. The user, the admin will get a mail, right? So even in the product, you will get the notification saying that the data has been secured. Whatever the notifications you get it on the mail, it is not like same. Whatever the product notifications you have, you will get it on the product. If the backup is getting failed, you will get a notification in the product saying that the backup has been failed, right? So that you can just go there and you can set your backup or you can take some actions. So the notifications part is for whatever initiate you do. If you even download, if you even restore the backup, you will get a mail saying that this initiative has been taken, right? Yeah. So that's it on the security. Coming to the benefit part, so by automating the backup, you can automate the backup by daily, weekly, monthly, or to the local or the cloud storage. You will have a cloud protection secured with TallyDrive's reliable cloud storage. The solution is the auto backup is very flexible. You can restore the data from the latest backup or any previous version which you have. The storage is very optimized. As I told, the incremental backup with 5x zip compression for space efficiency and security. And you will get instant alert whenever there is a initiative with the TallyDrive. And there are some prerequisites on auto backup. That is, you have to ensure that you should have a Tally Prime release 7.0 for auto backup or local storage and TallyDrive. Active TSS is a major point here. You should have a active TSS for auto backup you do on TallyDrive, not on local drive. On TallyDrive, you need to have an active TSS, and you should run the services as an administrator wherever and whenever is required. And now coming to commercials. So as a Tally license user, so you will get a free storage, that is the Tally drives free storage of 1 GB if you have a single user. If you are holding a single user, you will get 1 GB of free storage if you are a valid license holder, and 3 GB for multi-user if you have a multi-user license with you. So 1 GB is for single user and 3 GB is for multi-user. And on top of that, if you have a TPS with you, that is Tally Prime server, you will get plus 10 GB extra on your gold license. That is total 13 GB you will get for TPS. Hope I am clear. And if you have consumed your free storage, suppose if you are a silver license holder and you have consumed the space what is offered to you as a free storage, and if you want to extend the storage, so even we have an option to extend the storage as well. So you can extend the TallyDrive. So it will be the period will be monthly. So monthly extension will happen. So for 1 month you have to, like, the charges are $2.78 plus taxes. So this is monthly basis. So if you are taking it for 12, so you have to just multiply it, right? So a month can be selected while extending the period. I hope this is clear. So I'm done with auto backup. So now let's move on to SmartFind. And if you have any questions related to auto backup, you can please post it on the chat box. So we'll take it up at the end of the session. So let's move on to instant discovery with SmartFind. So this is the second major highlight in 7.0. So you can search everything that you need right at your fingertip. What if you need to find information across multiple loaded companies at once? Introduction to Find. So SmartFind, a smarter way to find information from masters and transactions in Tally. You can find it from anywhere. Quickly find any user entered information within masters and transactions. You have a similarity match functionality here. That is, you can find what you are looking for even when you don't remember exactly what you entered. And you can find it across companies. You can view results from all loaded companies at once. And the best part is you get all three in one place instantly. That is in SmartFind in 7.0. So let us see what all possibilities we have of SmartFind in Tally Prime 7.0. You can find with a single keyword. So as you all know, like if we want to find or filter any data today, if you are not a 7.0 user, so what you were doing is you were just opening Tally Prime data and you were going to some report, you were applying filters and you were getting the data, right? So these required some additional step that user has to reach to the report to get the results. But now you don't have to go even to the report. From the gateway of Tally or from wherever you are in the screen, you can find it. Let's see how. I'll just jump into Tally now. Yes. So now you can see on the top, we have an option, find details entered in masters and transaction. The shortcut is Alt F. You have to press Alt F and you can find whatever is required. So suppose if I want to find with a single character or single word. So let us say Samsung. Okay. So if I type Samsung, I am getting the results like this, where it is showing me the transactions from this to this date, and I have looked for the word Samsung, so I am getting all these transactions and these masters. So master says I have created two. There are two masters which is showing over here in the below. So the transactions you can see, I have these many transactions related to Samsung. So if you want to see why this transaction is coming over here, what is exactly matching? So matches found in, it will show you the name here, that is stock item name. So if you want to even see the details of match, you can click on this. It will show you stock item name called Samsung, right? So if you just enter the word Samsung, if you are not even saying that stock item Samsung or my item name Samsung, nothing, no language is required. If you just enter a single word, you will get the complete results over here, right? So this is called single keyword find. Now finding with and condition. That means if you have multiple conditions added to your find. Suppose if you are searching now, I have just gone for a search, I entered Samsung. Let me do it again. So I am getting most of the transactions which are related to Samsung. But if I want to add a condition here saying that I want to search Samsung, sorry, I want to search Samsung, and along with that I want to search Saurabh. So what I'm doing here is I am searching the transaction of Samsung stock item with the party name or the ledger name as Saurabh. So if I enter like this, I will get the transactions only where these two conditions are matching, right? You can see both the conditions I have given, Samsung and Saurabh. That means wherever these two words are matching in the transaction, that is, let it take it from anywhere. It may be narration, a ledger name, stock item name, description, anywhere. If these two words are fine together, that means we have found the results, and you can see the details of match. The name which I have entered, Saurabh, it is available in the value of Saurabh traders, and the stock item name is Samsung, so it is displaying over here. You can see all the transactions here, right? So this is how we can apply a condition here saying that we want to find both. And similarly, we have OR condition. You can say find with OR condition. You can say Samsung or some other stock item name. If you are searching for two items, and if you want to say like I want to search these two items, any transactions of these two items, you can also search. If you are giving AND condition, that means you are searching for both in a single transaction. But or you are searching for both the stock items or both the item, both the find and their transactions, respective transactions. For example, if I go here, if I search again, Alt F, if I type Samsung again, and I can add a sign here, operator here, and I can add Saurabh here. So now you can see I'm trying to filter both. I'm trying to fetch both. Earlier I was using AND condition, but now I'm using OR condition. So I'm getting whatever the transactions are related to Samsung. Also I'm getting whatever the transaction related to Saurabh. Whether it is available in both, whether it is available together in the transaction or not, I'm getting all the results related to it, right? So these conditions also can be applied over here. And you can also search with the partial keyword. Suppose you don't remember the exact name, or you don't remember the exact keyword what you have entered in the tally, and if you try to search, like I'll just give Saur instead of full name, I'll just type Saur. So you are not getting any result, as we have a setting for it. So if you go to F1 settings, find, you can see there is an option to include similar spellings and contains match. So once you enable this, now if you try to filter Saur, so you will get, because the Saur, the word what I have written, it is available in the Saurabh traders, and also you can see one more party name, that is Saurabh traders. So in this also it is available. So these four characters what I have entered is matching, so it is giving me the results of both, right? So even if you don't enter the full name of that party, if you just enter Saur, like how I have given here, you can find the details. And obviously I showed you similar keyword. If suppose I'll give you one more example, if you are searching for VAT, I'm just I have just entered VAT here. So wherever this letters comes together, VAT, so it will show you all those results. Like you can see on the top, you are getting Bhagyavati solutions. Now, your question may be like, why we are getting Bhagyavati if we have entered VAT there, right? So you can click on details of match, and you can see ledger name Bhagyavati. In Bhagyavati, there is a VAT combination, right? So only we are getting this Bhagyavati solutions here. So this is nothing but a similarity match. If there is a similar match with your word, it will show you that. And also you can see on the below, even in the masters. So I have not entered VAT, but MAT is matching here. So some keyword, some partial keyword is matching here. So it is giving us the result. The abbreviation you can see, as you have if you can click on material out, if the abbreviation, if you see, it is MAT. So you have searched for VAT, even it is giving you the result for MAT, right? So it is giving you the similar spellings wherever it is possible. But if you want to find exact match of VAT, you can click on exact match only. So it will show you wherever it is matching exactly. So VAT is a exact match what you have entered, and Bhagyavati will come here. But as you have enabled contains match, so it is showing you the name here. So if I disable contains match, now if you try to search VAT, so now you will not get any results because VAT, the word is not available in my data. So I'm not getting anywhere here. So now you got the difference between similar spellings, exact match, and the partial keyword. And now coming to finding within the specific field, right? So till now what we were doing, we were just entering the name, or we were just entering some characters so that we'll get the result. But if you want to find within a specific field, for example, if I go to Alt F, I'll type ledger name is Saurabh. So I'll get only the finds wherever I have the ledger name called Saurabh. So let me just change this setting. Ledger name Saurabh. Yeah. So now you can see wherever the ledger name is Saurabh, I am getting it over here. If I have entered a transaction where I have just mentioned Saurabh in narration, then I will not get this. Okay, so let me show you one more example here. I'll open this transaction. I'll type tally here, tally prime. Okay, just for example. Now I'll try to find narration tally prime. So I'll get only one transaction because I'm specifically finding for tally prime in narration. So I'm getting only those transactions. I hope you got it. Even you can have a field specific filter also here. It is not like you will enter some word, you will get it. But you may feel that, yeah, these many information is wrong, not relevant to me. I want to just search the narration part of my word. So you can also use your field name also here. Like not only narration name, you can use ledger name, stock item, stock group. You can mention your field name and you can enter the keyword. So you will get the results accordingly. And using multiple operators, using multi fields within multiple operators. That means if you are searching for ledger name is Saurav, and as I showed you in the beginning, right, and stock item is Samsung. So if you enter like this, that means it will search for the ledger name Saurav and the stock item name as Samsung. If both are matching, then it will give you the result. So let me type it again. Both should be available, then only it will show you. See, you are getting the, you are searching within a specific field, that is ledger name should be Saurav and stock item name should be Samsung. Only those fields will be searched here and you will get the result, right? So you can use even multiple fields or multiple operators to find it. And the most important thing is you can find across multiple companies. Suppose if you have loaded two companies here, and if you are trying to find something, let me just try to find number one. So where all number one I have, I'll get it. So you can see the company name over here. It is showing branch HO. This is my company name. So make sure if you have loaded multiple companies, then only this search will work, or else if you have not loaded the companies, the multiple companies search will not happen. First load all the companies, then if you try to search, you will get results from all the loaded companies. It is not only, it will just limit for your one company, it will be for the search, the find will be for all your companies. And also this setting can be modified. You can go to F1 settings, find, and here you have an option find within current company or loaded companies. If you keep it as current company, then whatever you find now, you will get within the current company, right? You will not get from all companies. You can see the company name itself is not available here now. And global settings and security, as I showed you, there are some settings which can be set as globally. You can go to settings, find, and you can set the settings as per your requirement. And if you want to keep the history as well, whatever you search, if you want to keep the history, please enable it, and whenever you search, you will get the history, right? So the history will be limited to 5. And also you can allow the users to find, or you can disallow the users to find. If you create a user to find, and if you disallow him to find the results, you can disallow him. Like I'll just show you quickly by creating a user. Yes, the user is already created. Let just me go to his user roles. Yeah, you can see I have given the disallow for find results, that is full access. I have disallowed him. I'll accept. I'll now try to log in with the user. I am changing the user here. So I have logged in with the user now. Now if I try to search anything, I think I have done the security here. Let me just shut this. User roles, user disallowed. Yeah. So now if I try to search anything, that is I try to search Samsung, I am not getting any results. You can see on the below it is giving you that the results shown depend on your access to the find results. That Tally is finding out that I don't have a permission for searching or finding results, so it is giving me the description in the below, right? You can also disallow user to find any results. And these are some of the special characters which you can use as an operator when you try to find results. You can just see that we have and, or, not, similar, greater than, lesser than, equal to, not equal to, colon. So all these operators can be used, and these operators are also available on our Tally help. You can just go there and you can download it for your reference if required, and you can use these operators to find your perfect results. And I'm done with SmartFind. So let's see some other enhancements which we have along with 7.0. So the other enhancements are, we have supported JSON format for data exchange now. So any format data you have in JSON, if you want to import that JSON data into Tally, you can do it now. You have an option to export as well as import the data in JSON. So adding to XML format, we have supported JSON also now. And performance is optimized here in 7.0. You may feel difference when you load companies and when you load reports such as voucher based reports, day book, sales register, and any other voucher based report. So you will feel difference while printing the report, while exporting the report, or while loading the report, it will open a bit faster now, right? And we have a new data migration framework. That is, if you have a release below 3.0, so below 3.0, that means you will be having a 5-digit folder, data folder with you. And if you migrate that data, you have also an flexibility that you can enable the option to the users, so that the users will keep on working on the data as well as the migration will happen in one system. And also you can pause the migration at any point of time. You can resume it again whenever it is required. So these functionalities we have added. And if you have a Tally version older than ERP9, then the same process continues. You have to first migrate to Tally ERP9, and then you have to come to Tally Prime. Yeah, so that's it about 7.0. And if you have an active TSS subscription now, so you will get it for free. You can come to 7.0 for free. And if you don't have an active TSS or inactive TSS, you can contact your Tally partner to renew, and you can get it for free here. And next is how to upgrade to Tally Prime 7.0. Suppose if you are using 6.x or 5.x, so how do you upgrade from the older version to 7.0? I'll just give you a quick look on how to upgrade. So let me just share my screen again. Yeah, so this is, you can see, this is my older version. What I have, I can show you the about page of this. I'm using 6.2 here. If you are using 6.x, 5.x, any version, if you want to upgrade, you can just click on help, upgrade. And if you click on, if you make sure you enable this, and here we have an option to upgrade, download and update. If you want to download and update it, you have to just press enter, so it will upgrade. Once after clicking upgrade, now the version of yours existing version will be upgraded to Tally Prime 7.0, and it will be the application will be up to date. So you don't need to uninstall, reinstall again. You can directly go to F1 upgrade. So the shortcut is F1 upgrade, and you can click on the release which is available. Okay, so now I can just take up your questions. If you have any questions, please post it on the chat box. I'll take it up. I can see some questions are already posted, and hope Prasad has answered it. Any questions on auto backup, SmartFind, you can please post it over here, so we'll take it up. Okay, there is a question here from Akash Punjabi. Can we export Excel files? Uh, so if you are asking exporting files from Tally, then you can do it. You can export any files from Tally to Excel. But if you are asking to import, yes, we can also import Excel data to Tally as well. As I mentioned in the beginning, that these were our delightful features what we have in Tally Prime. So you can even import the data from Excel to Tally. I hope I have answered your question.
So please post if you have any questions. We'll wait for another 1 minute. In the meantime, I request Ms. Lija Rupesh from Tally Group team to add few words.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Prasad, for arranging this webinar. And thank you, Mr. Salman, for such an insightful session. Thank you all for joining today's TallyPrime 7.0 webinar. We are now ending this session. If you would like to know more or need support to upgrade to TallyPrime 7.0, please contact our team. We will be happy to assist you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. There is one question.
Okay. I can questions here. Question from Nirbhay. Hi, backup of Tally 5.4 or 6.3 or 7.2 or cloud version. We can restore backup data. Yeah, sure. If you have a backup of the older versions, you can restore this version and you can even migrate it. And there is one more question from Seth. Do I have to upgrade Tally server? Yes. Actually, good question. I missed it. So even if you are using Tally Prime Server or Tally Server 9 in older version, so even you have an update for Tally Prime Server 2, there is an version of 7.0 of Tally Prime Server. You can just upgrade it. Okay, one more question I have got. How can we export from Tally ERP to Tally Prime? Export from, I think, sir, you are asking about how can we migrate from if you are using Tally ERP9 to Tally Prime. Yes, you can. If you have a valid TSS, please directly you can reactivate your license in Tally Prime, and the data migration also can be done. So if you want, Mr. Rupesh and team can help you on this. Ali Ahmed has a question: how to make item journal from one account to another account? So I hope this question is a general question. Like you are asking stock item journal, that is transferring from one branch to another branch. Yeah, we have a stock journal available in Tally Prime. You can use that. But branches, you have account to account, you have to maintain go down for it. Kash Punjabi has a question again, and if it is for ERP to Prime, we can restore. Yes, if it is ERP to Prime also, you can restore. Make sure you migrate first, then you can restore the data. Because if you try to restore the data of ERP9 in 7.0, that may first restore, and first you have to migrate it. Make sure you migrate, then whatever the backup activity or the restore activity you do, you can do it at that time. But backup will be restored and it will be migrated.
Okay, I think that's all we have for the day. So further, if you have any questions, please reach out to Mr. Rupesh and team from Tally Globe. He will help you to upgrade or to renew the license and to avail the features of 7.2. Thank you once again for joining the session. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you all. Bye.